Cravings with Adventures. I'm Karen Ahmed. Today we're making one of my son's favorites. We're making lobster mac and cheese. This ain't your regular mac and cheese. This is super decadent with the addition of lobster, mushrooms, and 2 types of cheese. Before I go any further with this recipe, do make sure you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. Now let's get cooking. I'm going to start by cooking 2 cups of macaroni according to the package instructions. Every now and then I like to switch up the pasta that I use, but good old macaroni stores some of that sauce in its curved tube so you get its saucy goodness when you bite into it. Cook this till it's just about al dente. Never overcook your macaroni. Take this off the heat and allow it to drain. While this drains, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter to a hot pan and I'm going to allow this to melt. I have 1.5 cups of fresh breadcrumbs here and I'm just going to fry this in the butter till it gets nice and toasty. You can make the breadcrumbs by just crumbling it if you have the time and patience, but I prefer to use my food processor. The breadcrumbs are nice and dark now and they've absorbed all of that luscious butter. You can use any type of bread you have on hand. I happen to have a loaf crusted with quinoa, so that adds great texture to the breadcrumbs. Leave this aside to cool. Now for the Béchamel, aka the sauce that's going to stuff and coat the macaroni. This is a very decadent mac and cheese, so there are a lot of ingredients. Add a 1/4 cup of butter and allow it to melt. Next, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of finely diced onions. I'm also going to add 3 tablespoons of minced garlic. Stir to saute to cook off both the onion and the garlic. I'm also going to add 1 cup of finely diced mushrooms. This will melt into the sauce, giving it great flavor and texture, and it won't be detected by my son that does not like mushrooms. Allow the mushrooms to cook for a little bit and whisk in 4 tablespoons of flour a little bit at a time. I'm going to add about 500 ml of milk, just a little bit at a time, whisking in between to dissolve. If your bechamel is looking too thick, add a bit more milk. Add salt and pepper to taste. To put the cheese in the mac and cheese, I'm adding 2 cups of grated cheese here. I'm just adding a cheddar mozzarella blend, which is what I already had in my fridge, but you can totally use a fancier blend if you like. Taste for salt and add more salt if required. I have 200 grams of lobster meat here. I bought this frozen, but you can use fresh, canned, or whatever is available to you. If you can't find lobster, you can also use crab. I love using the cooked claw meat as the bright red color complements the creamy macaroni beautifully. Finally, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of parsley. The macaroni is ready for its cheese. It's time for the oven, and I'm going to transfer it into an oven-proof dish. Add another half cup of cheese. I'm just going to sprinkle this in a thin layer over the macaroni. And I'm going to top this with the fried breadcrumbs I made earlier. Add a sprinkle of parsley and 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan. Parmesan is a harder cheese and it won't make the breadcrumbs soggy. This is going to go into my 350-degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes. You want the breadcrumbs to get crispier and the cheese melty. You can't really go wrong with a mac and cheese, but when you amp it up with lobster, mushroom, and Parmesan, it takes it to a whole other level. And this is ready to eat. Enjoy. Thank you so much for joining me in Cravings Food Adventures. I really hope you enjoyed this delicious and very simple recipe for lobster mac and cheese. Make it at home. Your kids and your family will enjoy it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, guys. Make sure to share my channel as well as my videos with your family and friends. And ring the bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And be sure to follow me behind the scenes on all of my social channels. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Until I see you next time, do take care. Bye.